It is a rainy day, so I want to show you what I have going on inside. So these are my cucamelon seeds, and they have sprouted. So I'm going to wait until I get another pair of serrated leaves on these, and then they'll be a little bit closer to actually being able to go in the garden. If you have not seen cucamelons, I highly recommend you Google it. They're adorable little 1-inch looking watermelons, and they taste like citrusy cucumbers. So I am super excited to try these out and to see how they do. I do have some more seeds to do in the spring as well. Cucamelons make tubers, so you can dig them up and bring them inside during the winter, so that they can be replanted in the spring. I'm going to see if mine last through the winter, since I'm in Texas and the winters aren't quite so bad here. Also in my windowsill, this is one of my basil cuttings, and it's doing pretty well. So I took some of my basil plant, which is here and still massive, and I took the cuttings, I put them in a cup of water, and I let the roots grow. And I let the roots grow until they were about 2 inches long. And then I transplanted into a little pot, and I just keep it moist so it can grow. It's got beautiful little foliage, so it's doing pretty well. So that's one of my basil plants. I've given away quite a few, and I think some of them I gave away too young, like once I transplanted them, and they needed to establish a little bit better before being moved around, I think. You can see how big my basil plant is. We're probably getting close to another harvest already. And then I also have the rest of my herbs. They're doing pretty well. Lavender looks good, if we can get the screen in it. And the other indoor stuff I have to show you on this day is some jalapeno hot sauce I made. In a previous video, I showed you when I harvested the jalapenos. I had about 13 or 14 jalapenos, including 4 red ones. And this is a roasted jalapeno hot sauce, and I will link the website that I got it off of. It's pretty good. It could be a little hotter, because it's more flavorful. It's got red pepper, it's got garlic, it's got onion, and then the liquid is some apple cider vinegar with some water to thin it out, and then there is a little bit of honey to kind of balance, and the honey is local honey too, from a friend of mine. So I have that, and yeah, good flavor, but not super hot. So either more red jalapenos, or maybe throw in like a habanero or something if you want extra heat. And then the other thing I'm going to show you, this is something I got off of Amazon that I'm excited to try for my windowsill starters. This is a little mini greenhouse, and it is gonna fit 10 little soil pods, and they can grow individually. The top can come off when they get a little bit bigger. So I'm going to be using this probably for some of my fall starts, since my garden is just still too big and still too productive to get ready to pull anything out for fall. So I'll use this for some of my fall starts. And then the little dirt pods, you can see there, it's like a little disc, and it grows when it's wet, and those discs you can just get more of, so I don't necessarily need any more of the trays, but I'm going to try this out and see how this works. I really don't have a whole lot of indoor space to start transplants, and our growing season is so long that I really don't have to. I can either space stuff out and do multiple rounds of things, or I can wait till it gets warm enough to direct sow. So I'm going to try these out, and I can get more discs to fill them, and see how it sorts for the fall stuff, as well as the things that I'm going to plant in the spring. Well, that's what I'm doing on this indoor rainy day. It's just keeping an eye on everything.